Hello, my name is Damanpreet Singh and I am from Form T177, and today I'll be recording for the Python group project that we created for COM 2152, and the topic I chose from the options was the library, and I had to create a library application that has the option to search for books by title, author, or category, and all these specifications were added in my group project. So I'll just make you look through it. This is the code properly commented on top of the feature that is below that, and it is properly indented and structured. So this is the menu part, and I would not like to explain much of the code right now, but I will make you go through the proper implementation first. So I'll carry on with the errors first. Like if I go out of the options, like the choices are from 1 to 6, but if I type 7, it shows invalid choice, try again. And this frame will be happening if we type any alphabets and all that. So first of all, I like to choose first option of the menu, which would be display all the books. So this shows that the ID, the title, the author of that book, and the category and available if it is if the number is more than zero, but of course. So secondly, I won't go for the search one. Firstly, I would add a book in it. So number five was to add a book, enter the book's title. For example, take 0 to 1. Author of the book is Peter Thiel. Book category is self-help. And quantity, if I want to put like 10, by the way, the according to the requirement, the default was 5. So I just put a 10, and now the availability is yes, and the ID will be 3 because first two were already added by me in the setting up of the library. So now I will like to rent a book. So renting, I kept it with the ID, and after displaying all the books, then we can choose the ID. So I'll go for maybe ID number one, which was for Shoe Dog. Yeah, so now I get a receipt for the book name that I borrowed, rented on the date of today, like it is 8th of April, and after 30 days, like I put it one day ahead, and now the due date is 30 days after this. So this was the receipt that we get. And welcome to the library. Now I will like to show you the search feature. So I click to and now enter the search query. So query is basically I'll type the name of the book, and then like just for example I'll type 0 to 1. Now it is asking what is it like, what is 0 to 1. It is title. So I will click title, and now it gives that yes, 0 to 1 as a title of the book is available here. And now I will like to give you another shot for this. Now I write any book's name randomly. For example, Think and Grow Rich. It is the title, but since the book is not available, it will show no books found matching your search criteria. Same will happen ahead. And now I will try to rent a book. So the same thing, like you search for the book, you have to see the ID of the book using the display option. So now I will rent first book, like one. So I rented this book, and now I just want to show you this thing, like third one, rent, rent the book. Basically, what I wanted to show now, which I was doing on repeat, was this thing. Like when all of the books are rented, like 10 of the 10 books are gone, this message will appear. Book ID is not available to rent. They may have already been rented out, which means that all the books that we already had, but they are now gone. So this, after running all this code, now all of the data that was being added here, like the IDs, all the details about the book, it was getting stored in a list and it was getting added in a file that was like books.txt. All that is coded here. And we all created this together, which had all the loops, error handling, and all that. And this is the code, which is basically this is a book class where everything is listed, like for renting. If one rents a book, it will the quantity will reduce by one, and the availability should always be there only and only if the number is greater than zero. And if the book is returned, the number is added, and then a string is represented for the book and serialization of the book because we are storing it in the list. And also we needed the data to be deserialized from the file. So now we have the functions here. We had a minimum requirement to make three functions. So the first function was to load the books. The second one was to save, and the queries that were mainly on the menu, which one the main working functions were these ones, like search books. We have to search the books from the library, and renting the books, which has the feature to find the book named, and then if it is available, show that yes, you can borrow it. Otherwise, it shows that the number of the book is not found according to the ID that you provided. And this function was to return the book and to add the value that whether the book is available to return or it doesn't even exist in the library. And this one was to generate the receipt after every book that is lent out, like to display the time of when to return that. And this one is to display all the books in the list or dictionary, whatever you see according to the question. And this was the file where all of the data will be stored. And this one is the menu, functional menu, like the choices and whatever it will display. So this was all of our library menu. Me, Vansha, and Anthony together ran the code, like situations like if all the 10 books are entered, then what to display or error handling and all that list and dictionary to be added in the code. We had to wind up the whole code, and it was quite fun creating this group project. And yep, that was all. And this is all that we have. So thank you for using the library.